Good morning. We're really glad you're here. Through this past year, I've been spending my quiet time in the Psalms. I started out by writing out significant verses that said something to me. But I ended up writing out entire Psalms, and I've spent the last year writing them out. I'm now in Psalm 119, which is the longest chapter in the Bible. It's divided into 22 sections. Each section begins with a Hebrew alphabet. So 22 sections, 22 letters in the alphabet. I've never spent much time in this psalm before. I felt like it repeated itself over and over. But I'm looking more closely this time. We're familiar with several of the verses. For example, verse 11, I have hidden your word in my heart that I might not sin against you. Or verse 18, open my eyes that I may see wonderful things in your law. And so, verse 105, your word is a lamp to my feet and a light for my path. And there are songs that we know that are based on all these verses. But I found a few others that spoke to me as well. Verse 67. Before I was afflicted, I went astray, but now I obey your word. You are good, and what you do is good. Teach me your decrees. It was good for me to be afflicted, so that I might learn your decrees. The law from your mouth is more precious to me than thousands of pieces of silver and gold. And a couple of others, verse 32 and 45. I run in the path of your commands, for you have set my heart free. And I love this one. I will walk about in freedom, for I have sought out your precepts. So our songs today are going to focus on God's ways and asking that he would teach us our ways and ourselves choosing to follow his ways.
Teach me your way, O Lord, teach me thy way. Thy guiding grace afford, teach me thy way. Help me to walk aright, more by faith, less by sight. Lead me with heavenly light, teach me thy way. When I am sad at heart, teach me thy way. When earthly joys depart, teach me thy way. In hours of loneliness, in times of dire distress, in failure or success, teach me thy way. When doubts and fears arise, teach me thy way. When storms o'erspread the skies, teach me thy way. Shine through the cloud and rain, through sorrow, toil, and pain. Make thou my pathway plain, teach me thy way. Long as my life shall last, teach me thy way. Where'er my lot be cast, teach me thy way. Until the race is done, until the journey's done, until the crown is won, teach me thy way. to honor you. Lord, with all my heart, I worship you. With all I have within me, I give you praise. All that I adore is in you. Lord, I give you my heart, I give you my soul. I live for you alone, every breath that I take, every moment I'm awake. Lord, have your way in me. This is my desire, to honor you. Lord, with all my heart, I worship you. With all I have within me, I give you praise. All that I adore is in you. Lord, I give you my heart, I give you my soul. I live for you alone, every breath that I take, every moment I'm awake. Lord, have your way in me. Lord, I give you my heart, I give you my soul. I live for you alone, every breath that I take, every moment I'm awake. Lord, have your way in me. Every breath that I take, every moment I'm awake. Lord, have your way in me. Purify my heart, let me be as gold and precious silver. Purify my heart, let me be as gold, pure gold, refiner's fire. My heart's one desire is to be holy, set apart for you. Lord, I choose to be holy, set apart for you, my Master, ready to do your will. Purify my heart, cleanse me from within, and make me holy. Purify my heart, cleanse me from my sin. Deep within, refiner's fire. My heart's one desire is to be holy, set apart for you. Lord, I choose to be holy, set apart for you, my Master, ready to do your will. set apart for you. Lord, I choose to be holy, set apart for you, my Master, ready to do your will, ready to do your will.
I'd like to go back to Psalm 119 for just a moment. There are some verses that show how choice is so important here, in choosing God's ways and practicing God's ways. Verse 55, in the night I remember your name, O Lord, and I will keep your law. This has been my practice. I obey your precepts. 59, I have considered my ways and have turned my steps to your statutes. I will hasten and not delay to obey your commands.
Take my life and let it be consecrated, Lord, to Thee. Take my moments and my days, let them flow in ceaseless praise. Let them flow in ceaseless praise. Take my hands and let them move at the impulse of Thy love. Take my feet and let them be swift and beautiful for Thee, swift and beautiful for Thee. Take my voice and let me sing, always only for my King. Take my lips and let them be filled with messages from Thee, filled with messages from Thee. Take my silver and my gold, not a mite would I withhold. Take my intellect and use every power as Thou shalt choose, every power as Thou shalt choose. Take my will and make it Thine, it shall be no longer mine. Take my heart, it is Thine own, it shall be Thy royal throne, it shall be Thy royal throne. Take my love, my Lord, I pour at Thy feet, its treasure store. Take myself and I will be ever only all for Thee, ever only all for Thee. Ever only all for Thee.
And one more section. Verses 33 to 40. Teach me, O Lord, to follow your decrees, then I will keep them to the end. Give me understanding, and I will keep your law and obey it with all my heart. Direct me in the path of your commands, for there I find delight. Turn my heart toward your statutes, and not toward selfish gain. Turn my eyes away from worthless things. Renew my life according to your word. Fulfill your promise to your servant, so you may be feared. Take away the disgrace I dread, for your laws are good. How I long for your precepts. Renew my life in your righteousness. Amen.